If we are bothered by things that happened in the past, we must realize that they are irrevocable. There is nothing we can do to change anything from the past. So leave past experiences in the past. Past events don't really have the power to affect our mind or spirit unless we let them do so, by allowing our unobserved, compulsive thoughts to run wild, reliving past pain, outrage, regret. Our minds, stuck with incessant thinking about the past, act like television sets stuck on perpetual channel surfing mode, a constant stream of visions and sounds. We forget that these images and sounds are mind-generated and waste effort reacting emotionally to them and reliving pain. The more we are distracted by unreal, mind-generated thoughts about the unchangeable past, the less we may be aware in the present moment, where our true life is unfolding. Eckhart Tolle says that die Stille ist die Freiheit von Gedanken. Silence is the freedom from thinking. He tells us that by objectively observing unreal and compulsive thoughts, we can begin to separate ourselves from them, creating much-needed space. The more we can recognize negative and compulsive thoughts for what they are, the more we can distance ourselves from them and experience the stillness behind them, where our true essence is. If we may be inwardly silent and present, we may then hear blessings dropping their blossoms around us, as the 13th century Sufi mystic Rumi writes. The past may distract us from the constant and sometimes subtle flow of joys and blessings in the present. The medieval mystic and spiritual teacher Meister Eckhart emphasized the power of gratitude. If the only prayer you ever say in your entire life is thank you, it will be enough. Rumi also writes, wear gratitude like a cloak, and it will feed every corner of your life. Being grateful for past joy-filled experiences can help us realize the innumerable blessings we have already experienced in our lives. But longing for the happy experiences of the past is just as distracting and harmful as brooding over old hurts or slights, as both can equally distract us from the present moment. If we are stuck on the past, whether happy or unhappy, we won't be conscious and aware in the present, and many of its blessings and beauty will go unnoticed, unappreciated. Distractions with the past make us less grateful in the present. The only thing that should ultimately flow from the past is gratitude and objectivity. Gratitude not only for past blessings, but also gratitude for and an objective acknowledgement of the mistakes we have made and the pain and suffering we have experienced. Past negative experiences can teach us to make wiser choices in the present, and also allow us to transform ourselves into more sensitive and compassionate people. We can choose to transform our past mistakes and suffering into fuel for making positive changes in the present moment. Viktor Frankl challenges us to bear witness to the uniquely human potential at its best, which is to transform a personal tragedy into a triumph, to turn one's predicament into a human achievement. The unobserved mind also loves to obsess over a future which has not yet happened, either worrying about calamities that may befall us, or longing for better circumstances to replace the present moment that we view as unsatisfactory. We can become mentally and physically debilitated in the present moment by letting our unobserved and compulsive thinking convince us of a terrifying future, a future that has no present reality. Our unobserved minds, obsessing about the future, also act like television sets that are stuck on perpetual channel surfing mode, but now with a constant stream of future visions and sounds. Our constant mental channel surfing of the irrevocable past or of an imaginary future has the same effect. We're missing out on the present moment where our life unfolds, our spiritual awakening occurs, and joys and beauties abound. Yes, the present moment may present us with challenging circumstances, but then we simply do what we must do with presence, focus, and calmness, undistracted by our unobserved mental babbling. The Hindu religion coins the term Maya as the delusion of this world that keeps us tied to that which is unreal. Our addiction to unobserved thoughts of the past and future, and our emotional reactions to them, are Maya's most devious delusions, because they distract us from the present moment. Meister Eckhart said, "I tell you the truth, any object you have in your mind, however good, will be a barrier between you and the inmost truth." Meister Eckhart also said, "There exists only the present instant, a now which always and without end is itself new. There is no yesterday, nor any tomorrow, but only now, as it was 1,000 years ago, and as it will be 1,000 years hence." Amma wrote, "Stop identifying with the world created by your mind, and a new world will open up before you." The Buddha said, "Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment." Again, Amma said, "The mind that is attached to 1,000 different things pulls you in all directions." Lao Tzu, "To the mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders." And Amma, "Keep a close watch on the mind. It is a clever liar that stops you from being aware of your true nature, the self." And also, "The past is like a canceled check. It's futile to brood over it." And Rumi, "Put your thoughts to sleep. Do not let them cast a shadow over the moon of your heart. Let go of thinking."